Hello and welcome to the Japanese Hompi. Bet you never heard that one before. Lol. Alright, okay, so yeah, off the back of Russia, really disappointing race. Not very optimistic about championship hopes from here, but can only try our best. I believe there's 4 rounds after this one, so still a few races left to see. Anything can happen in these races. But yeah, Japan. Track I've always felt like I should enjoy. It's one of those classic tracks that everyone seems to love, but I personally just never really liked it that much. It's always been a bit awkward, I found, but we're still going to give it everything. You can see our first poly lap put us on provisional pole, and then second lap is also an improvement to put us back onto provisional pole. The pace is looking really strong. You can see we're up again on our delta by almost 3/10, but we've gone very wide at the last chicane, dropping all of our time, so we're going to pit and go for another run. But initial thoughts are pace looks really good. It could actually maybe be on for our first front row start of the season, maybe even a pole position. 17 rounds in. I've not got a pole yet or the front row start, and I'm the championship leader, so it's really good that. But you can see here for our fastest lap of the session. Yeah, the car was actually feeling quite good. It was alright in qualifying. I felt like I was getting a lot out of it somehow. I don't know why I ran over that curve. That curve can just throw you out if you go over too much. So very bold from me there. You can see purple and we're purple in sector 1. We've been knocked down to 3rd now, but we've got runners on super softs, whereas you want to be starting on the soft tyre. Going very wide for the hairpin now. I never really found a comfortable line for the hairpin. It was always very tricky. Coming up to Spoo now. Hopefully we don't spin out like a certain Ferrari driver did last season. Taking that alright. Could have maybe got closer to that second apex, but carrying some decent speed. We are almost a second up on our time that we set on our medium, so making the most of these soft tyres here. Not letting the middle tyre strategy get us down this time. This chicane's very tricky. I can make, once again, missing that first apex again, which is going to cost me a lot of time. You see the delta's actually going down there, I believe, so that's really annoying there. But it puts us up into P2. I'm looking at the classifications, it's going to be 4th, but that 2/10 that we lost in the last chicane would have put us up onto 2nd, so that's annoying, but here we go, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, straight into the action. Lights out and away we go, and it's been it looked like it was a good start initially, but completely bogging down there. The Haas next to me getting a really good start there. So we can see we got Bayfield in the lead, who's on super soft tyres, the only one who's not on the soft tyre strategy in front. So he could come into play here. I was very well aware that Catherine qualified low down, 7th I want to say, something. So, after Russia I was kind of just hoping just to take points away from Catherine rather than go full out attack, but we're going to still try and capitalise on anything that we can make happen. We're taking the first lap very steady. You can see letting the cars ahead kind of get away a bit so they can fight, just trying to find a nice comfortable pace for themselves. Lap 6 now, you can see just like I said, just been taking it nice and comfortably, trying to find a nice rhythm. You can see I think now the super soft tyres are starting to go off for Bayfield, and I think Glazegate is already overtaken him, but the super soft tyres clearly really wearing out now, and Bayfield seems to be losing a lot of pace here, and we're catching right up to the back of these guys now. So oh yeah, I didn't show it, but Catherine actually retired from the race on lap 1. There was an incident going through 130R, so at this point I know any points I get is going to be an extension of my 31 point lead. So this is a really interesting dynamic, because you can see these cars here are squabbling quite a lot, and Bayfield's causing quite a bottle effect, cork in the bottle effect. So I want to get past, but I also don't want to ruin my race trying to make something happen. But I also decided, I don't really want to go like that. If I can make something happen, I can. And you can see here the Haas missing the apex of it there for 130R, and instead of trying to pressurise Bayfield, we're actually going to attack the Haas driver now. I'm going down the inside, coming up to 130R. We're going to go side by side through 130R, I think. And it looks like we're going to get that move done. Give him a bit of a squeeze though, which is a bit rude I guess. But then coming to the chicane, he's just going to completely dive it down the inside, completely pushing me almost off the track there, which was just ridiculous. I'm not sure what he's playing out there. See Bayfield pitted now, so you got that now. But now, because of how the Haas driver's just pushing me, I'm going to get a really bad run here, going very defensive and showing him that I'm not going to leave him any room, because I was really mad at that dive on there. He could have taken me out, which would have been very annoying, but now getting up into P2, so it's looking good. Currently 18 points now, I'm gaining over Catherine, so that's good. The pace to Glaze Gator was quite similar, so not really losing out on much, but not really gaining much. But we can see we are coming into the pits first, trying to make something happen here for our medium tyres on the end of lap 10 and start of lap 11. Yeah, I was really happy now because, you know, P2 was looking quite good. I mean, ideally I'd get P1, but it looks like Glaze Gator's got a lot of pace in hand, so it's not going to be an easy feat. Coming out in P7 here. Can see now coming on to start lap 12, Glaze Gator is just come out of the pits ahead, just as you can vaguely see there, going around turn 1 now. So you see, if anything, he's probably actually extended the gap a little bit, which is probably the power of the overcut, considering how long the mediums take to warm up. Now we're going to be on our medium's going to be more warm than his, so we might make some gains here, and I can confirm that on the medium tyres, I just felt so good. Like, I've never actually felt so hooked up with a car on the controller. It just felt amazing, which, considering I said I didn't even like Japan, was very surprising. But honestly, the car felt on rails. It was quite ridiculous. I've never enjoyed a race as much as this race, and you can see visually just how much time we've already gained on Glaze Gator and the Mercedes. So, you know, maybe it's not over yet. Now coming on to the end of this lap, you can see within DRS range of Code Z, who I believe might have started on the mediums and he's yet to pit. Either that or he went for like a really, really big undercut, which I doubt. As you can see, he's on all tyres. Glaze Gator kind of getting away from the Haas driver now, but you can see now that I've overtaken the Haas driver, it must only be like 2 seconds, maybe less than 2 seconds to Glaze Gator, so really gaining a lot of time on these medium tyres here. So I was expecting the Mercedes driver to like turn the wick up at this point, assuming he you know, had pace in hand, but you can see he's not really pulling away from us, and if anything we're gaining. You can see going purple in sector 1. This is actually our fastest lap of the race, I want to say. Actually no, it's not, but this is a really good lap to show how on rails we were on these medium tyres. You know, getting closer to that apex than I did on my quali lap somehow. But yeah, see, must be close to DRS range of the Mercedes coming down here. Spoon corner. It's looking down to 5th gear. We're getting now into 4th to get close to the apex of the next one, which is getting really nice exit out of Spoon corner there. You can see, you know, the Mercedes driver is clearly not getting away from us, which is really encouraging to see. We're in purple in sector 2 again. Gap is 9/10, so we're within DRS range at the moment. We're going to navigate the chicane. Taking the chicane better than we took in qualifying somehow, so car feels really good here. You can see we are within DRS range of the leader now. He set fastest lap, but we've just gone and beaten that fastest lap. And now cutting on to the end of lap 14, you can see still within DRS range of the Mercedes driver ahead. 7/10 now the gap. End of lap 15 now, I can still see if anything we're gaining on the Mercedes driver now, even closer than we have been before. I kept expecting him to, like, you know, all of a sudden just break away from me, but he really wasn't. We were actually gaining him, and the car, I know I said this before, but the car felt amazing. I wish I could get that feeling in the car again, because I literally didn't want that race to end. I felt so hooked up, despite, you know, you'd think I would want it to end, considering the fact that, you know, I'm gaining points over my championship rival, so it's all to play for, but I was just enjoying the moment. You can see Glaze Gator getting a bit on the dirt there, which could compromise him into Degner 1. You can see we gained a lot of time through Degner 1 there. Through Degner 2, keeping it quite tidy. You can see we are very close to him now, closest we've ever been. Through the hairpin, he's locked up a bit, and we're going to get a nice exit here, going for a wide line for a clean exit. You can see very close. We're going to try and duck into the slipstream, but I think That was such a shame. I think it was desync. I had a feeling. I was worried when I went to duck into a slipstream that that would happen. It's so annoying that how bad the desync is in this game. Was really looking forward to a battle with him, but not really much I can do about it now. I was a bit worried that I would get taken to the stewards for that, and I was in a party with Jamie183. He was telling me that I could maybe get a 10-second penalty for that, so I was very aware of this, so wanting to keep my win, I pushed as hard as I could all race. And cutting on to the last lap of the race, now you can see we've just been on rails. The gap to the car behind is, I believe, 13 seconds, I think, which I was pushing hard to make sure it was 13 seconds. I think 10 for the penalty, maybe for that contact, and oh no, it's 11 seconds, but I wanted it to be 13 seconds so I could have a potential penalty for the contact and time. I think I had one time penalty from corner cutting, so I was just taking that into account. But the car just felt at me. I wish I could show all the laps between lap 16 and now, but I mean nothing happened. But I just felt so good with the car. It's a shame I couldn't have had the fight for the lead, but regardless, this felt like such a good drive. Like in the first stint, I wasn't expecting to win this race, especially at the very start of the race where I didn't look like I quite had the pace, but the car has just been amazing, and this will be my best win of the season because I've just felt so hooked up with the car. Like Germany, I only felt like I got the gap I did because there was so much battling behind me, whereas this race I felt like, you know, I got myself up into first. Unfortunate contact, but yeah, my pace has just felt really good, and you can see coming around the final corner now, we're going to set our PB of the race. I think someone like pitted off the super soft to get fastest lap, and we're going to win the race, setting our PB. And yeah, what a win. Can confirm that didn't actually get a penalty in the end for the contact, which is nice to see. And yeah, top step of the podium. Very happy with that. You can see our teammate up in third, so constructors are still looking good. And yeah, that's 25 points over Catherine, which is amazing to think after Russia, where I genuinely thought I'd bottled the championship. It's like between the two races there have been no change in points because she gained 25 in Russia and I've just gained 25 in Japan, so it's back up to 56 with only 4 races left. So from what looked like a really disappointing race in Russia, well, it was a disappointing race in Russia, but now if I outscore her by 19 points at USA, I will win the championship, which is just crazy to see the turnaround. But yeah, we'll see if we win the championship at Kota next time out at USA. So thanks for watching. Bye.